Entry 25, live update, audio update, and a blog. The start date for Walk Through the Wilderness live sessions is now set. Saturday, 22nd of June at 7 p.m. New Zealand time. This will be a time of praise and worship with the psalms and songs Yah has blessed me with. It's a chance to meditate on His Word through music, and possibly even a chance to have an encounter with the Ruach of Elohim. If you're interested in coming, email me at info@wttw.co.nz for entry details to the Zoom room. Looking forward to seeing you there. Also, new audio is coming. The recording side of things has had a few technical difficulties of recent, but though it's slow, it's now back on track with some exciting projects underway. Look out for a renewed version of Psalm 27 featuring my wife, helping out on vocals, and also a setting of Psalm 5. And now, for the most recent blog, The Awning. The Awning. On our first night with the caravan, I had what felt like an awful experience with the awning. It came time to put it away for the night, which involves a reasonably heavy spring-operated system being rolled back up onto the side of the caravan. A year and a half later, and I don't really remember the details, I just remember that there was an almighty crash, things were tangled, and I thought I'd broken the thing. Our first night, and I thought, that was it. You've broken it. You're terrible. There's no coming back from this now. Some pretty bad self-talk was going on for me. It certainly wasn't the truth of the situation that was front and center at the time. I ended up figuring it out and realizing that all was not in fact lost, and actually, in hindsight, that the awning is pretty bulletproof in its construction. But, in the moment, I had interpreted the situation incorrectly, even untruthfully. I had merely had an unpleasant experience, but I had deemed it to be virtually unbearable, and it has come back to haunt me. Fast forward to the present. Recently, I had another bad experience with the awning. It was raining. Things were wet, and the wind was picking up, so we needed to get the awning in. I'm a gun at this by now. But it was also dark, and, for reasons we don't need to go into now, there was a car obscuring the spot I'd normally stand in to put the thing away. Things went awry. It made a big crashing sound. Things got really tangled and hard to fix, especially in the cold and wet. Words and sounds came out of my mouth that were not demonstrative of the fruits of the Spirit. My wife tried to reason with me, praise Yah for her, but I was beyond that. I went straight back to that first night. Awful. Afterwards, I realized I had welded problems with the awning to things being absolutely terrible, futile, and me not being good enough. As in, if I couldn't even get the awning to go up and away, then what good was I anyway? This again was incorrect self-talk. I realized later on the truth of the situation. The awning does not determine my worth and value. Things are allowed to go wrong, and when they do, take a step back, step away, and take time to figure out a solution. Maybe even talk to someone, like your wife, who may just have a little perspective on the situation. I thought I was doing pretty well with taking captive every thought. Turns out, I'm not. But I am learning strategies to help me when it gets tough. Yeshua, praise His name, is working with me, and slowly, I think I'm learning.